So I thought I would do a drawing of my water fairy Amethyst as the first thing I would do today, and I would talk about what I have as the backstory as to why she has dragon wings. Though I'm not sure everyone who's created a fairy on FairyABC or Pixie-Hollow has created a backstory for their character. I thought it'd be cool to tell you the one I have for mine. What I have so far, as in regards to her character, is that something happened and she ended up getting dragon wings. Like a dragon might have favored her or something like that. I know that in I know that it is possible in the Pixie-Hollow universe for a fairy to get normal fairy-like wings, though it might be due to certain circumstances like in the Fairy Dust and the Quest for the Wand, where there was a fairy who had normal wings, and that was because she wished for them with a wand. And I think of Amethyst that she met a dragon and befriended the dragon, and the dragon gave her a wand, and she could then wish for wings like that. I think there's something about Amethyst that likes dragons. Even though she's a water fairy, I feel like her and dragons would definitely get along. Something due to her personality. Part of me feels like she's Vidya-like or even Fawn-like, and I'm not sure which exactly, but she feels like a little bit between the two characters in that type of personality. I kind of viewed her as both like that, but had bits of each of their personalities. Well, I still have stuff about her backstory I'm still trying to figure out. I do think that's how she got her wings. I'm not sure if she had normal wings to begin with or what happened surrounding her normal wings, but I do think that she got a wand from a dragon who had got it from the other fairies, who are not Pixie-Hollow fairies, and she wished for wings like that. And I think it's just really, I just think it makes sense for her personality for her to have dragon wings and everything like that. And I really like the way she turned out character-wise, building her in the character creation thing. I also think that Amethyst is the type of fairy who would venture outside Pixie-Hollow whether or not she needed to go outside Pixie-Hollow, kind of like how Tinkerbell in the Tinkerbell movies would go to other places in Pixie-Hollow for different reasons. I think that Amethyst would be like that in some ways. And that she would just go out adventuring and then would come across a dragon. I think maybe she didn't like Pixie-Hollow originally and wanted to venture out, and that's how she met dragons, and the dragons gave her the wand and she wished for the wings. It could easily be that. I do think that is a possibility for what could happen in her backstory, that she ventured out and met a dragon, and she was born in Pixie-Hollow, but she did not like it and wanted to go elsewhere. Also, in terms of story, though I don't know if I'll be writing a story about Amethyst or Axel, I do think that she would be a misfit in Pixie-Hollow because everyone else is completely. It's not friends of dragons, you know, and it just feels weird being the only one who talks to dragons and stuff like that. There are no dragon talents, there are fire talents, but there are no dragon talents, so it must be really weird for her. And I can imagine that she'd want to find others who are like her, and I imagine I could create other characters who would just be friends of her, kind of like the Pixie-Hollow cast, you know, the cast of characters in that, but for Amethyst and Axel, I imagine there being groups of friends for them too, so. And who hang out with them would get them out of dangerous situations, like in the Tinkerbell movies or in the Pixie-Hollow book series. Also, I imagine the dragon wings must be very inconvenient at times for her, because they're bigger than the normal wings, and I don't know if the other places in Pixie-Hollow are made so people with dragon wings can act normal in those circumstances. I mean, in FairyABC, yes, but I'm thinking about how she works in the canon of the franchise, you know. Because I kind of feel like this is kind of a little bit of a fan fiction in my head that I keep making whenever I play the game. So, I kind of feel I'm trying to figure out how to get her to work with the franchise. I figured out that she must have gotten her dragon wings from the wand, you know, that was in the Pixie Dust and the Quest for the Wand book. So, other than her backstory, which is still kind of a work in progress, I do think her personality is kind of strong. She is compassionate and also, I feel like, very competitive. She will be competitive with people who she just met, kind of like how Video would be, but also I feel like she is compassionate towards others who people will not always think are normal. Like, being friends with dragons is far from normal. So I think that's why I think she's like Fawn in that way and like Vidya in the other way. Also, I imagine her talking a bit like Vidya in some ways. It just seemed like her personality the way she talked would be like that. Now here's the finished drawing. I hope you like it. Now, we're going to be talking about the game itself. I mentioned in a blog post I was going to show a video version of this. I didn't end up showing it in my last video, but I thought this video was the perfect time to show the Pixie-Hollow tree in it. As you can see, it's very animated, and it's pretty cool looking. I don't remember the old game having it ever, and I'm glad the FairyABC does have it. One of the things they updated in FairyABC were the things you could choose from for your fairy. They now have different types of wings, hair, and facial features to choose from. You can now have anime style facial features as well as different wings and hair to choose from. The old wings, not all the old wings are still there. For example, I actually had to get Axel a new pair of wings because the old ones they had no longer are there, so you had to choose a whole different type of wing for your fairy. Since I showed more of the hair features in Amethyst one, here are the new wings that you can choose from. I was looking around for wings that were not butterfly wings for Axel because I ended up putting them there because I wasn't sure what else to put on him at that time because I wasn't sure if there were any wings that looked like the wings I used to have for him anymore. So I chose butterfly wings, but they just didn't work with him, so I decided to do ones that are closest to what I think his wings used to be. So some of the new wings I saw from people's posts on the FairyABC forums are not exactly able to be filled in the frame that you take a picture of your fairy in, like in a wardrobe area where you can print out a picture of your fairy but the wings are just too big and they expand out. So that was one con, even though there are many pros to the new updates. But that was just one con that someone mentioned at one point on the FairyABC forums. They also animated the fairies more, so now the way that the fairies and Sparrowmen sit is animated, and the way they stand is also slightly animated. So this is the way for a fairy to sit, and the wings move when she stands up and when she sits down. I don't know if it's the same for every wing, but it's just the same for this particular wing type that the fairy has. And for the Sparrow Man, this is the way the wings look when he sits down, and this is the way they look when he sits up. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. I have other FairyABC videos you can check out. And if you want to, you can comment down any ideas you have for future videos. I'm open to them and I would love to discuss more about FairyABC on this YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye!